Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of the series Let's Talk. My name is Sai Striker and in this series of Let's Talk, we talk about different biological things. Why? Because दुनिया में ज्ञान बहुत है. Grab as much as you can. So what's the today's topic? So today's topic that we are going to discuss is blood. खून. Yeah, what is this blood or खून? Blood is not red water जो हमारे रगों में बहता है. Blood is actually very important for each and every organism that lives on this planet. So blood is sometimes called a river of life. जीवन की नदी. Now don't confuse it with खून की नदी. खून की नदी is something else. We'll not discuss that. So जीवन की नदी, when we say, why do we call it जीवन की नदी? So blood actually acts as a delivery agent in our body. So if you want to transport a substance from this part of the shoulder to this part of the shoulder, who will transport this? So basically this job will be done by blood. So blood is like a truck. How a truck transports goods from one part of the country to another part of the country through different highways. The same way, blood transports substances from one part of the body to another part of the body through different channels which are called blood vessels. You might have heard about arteries, veins and different capillaries and smaller and larger blood vessels. So what is this blood made up of actually? Blood is actually made up of two things. First is the plasma. What is plasma? Plasma is the fluid, the watery part of the blood, and the second part is formed elements. Plasma is actually made up of 55% of the blood and the formed elements is made up of 45% of blood. So plasma is actually 90% water with some other proteins as well, like fibrinogen, albumin, globulin. These have different roles. We are not discussing that in this video because this is a generalized explanation about blood, not the components of blood. So plasma is important, but formed elements are more important. Why? Because formed element contains these three things that everyone knows actually: RBCs, WBCs and platelets. RBC is a quite familiar term. Everyone knows about RBC. What is RBC? Red blood cell. So red blood cell is the thing which gives the red color to the blood. Why? Because red blood cell contains hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is an iron compound, and this hemoglobin is responsible for the transport of gases, the oxygen we breathe and carbon dioxide that we release. Who transports this to different parts of the body? Hemoglobin does. The oxygen and carbon dioxide bind to hemoglobin and these are transported to different parts of the body. Of course, some of the carbon dioxide and oxygen are transported to plasma. So, but the majority chunk is transported to RBC. Now coming to the second thing, WBCs, white blood cells, also called leukocytes. White blood cells are the soldiers of our body. Any invader enters our body like bacteria, virus or any other protozoan, WBCs will fight against it and kill it, protecting our body, and that's basically called the immunity of the body. The third thing is platelets. What is platelets? Platelets are the plumbers of the body. They stop leakage actually. Why I'm saying plumbers? Actually because whenever we get a cut and blood starts flowing out of the body, to prevent the excessive loss out of the body, these platelets blocks that damaged area and prevents the blood flow out of the body. So how do they do this? They actually form a clot. What is clot? Clot is basically thick material which actually acts as a plug to prevent the leakage. Another interesting fact about blood is using blood test you can determine you can diagnose or determine whether you are suffering from any disease or not. So there are different blood groups also actually. So do you know what makes a person B positive and what makes a person O positive or AB negative or AB positive? It is actually the proteins that are present on this RBCs. Remember that is proteins which are present and determine whether you are blood group A, blood group B are called antigens. And this positive negative, this thing is determined by something else called RH factor. Hope you all have enjoyed this video guys. Hope you all have learned something from this video. This series of Let's Talk will continue. We'll talk about different biological things every day. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this video and meet you in the next one.